Oliver Brindley. I'm the head of marketing at ADI. We wanted to buy an Expandable because we were looking for someone that would supply us with a trailer that we can use for a variety of different purposes. We use it for showcasing our products to different venues and leisure and sports venues across Europe, and then we also use it for some of our customers to use as event spaces. So what really attracted us to Expandable was the fact that it's a really simple setup unit. It's very solid, it's very easy to get to site, unload it quickly, and then just within a few minutes we have the space that we need, a really welcoming space for us to use. In the line of business that we're in, we come into contact with a lot of temporary hospitality units that we see. Most of the ones that we see are all very complicated to build. They're all very specific, so everyone is a custom build, and you see people getting to site and then you have a team of people spending hours pulling it all apart, putting all the bits together, joining the individual little pieces together. So when we came across Expandables, we could see that you literally turn up to site, lower it, press a few buttons, and you have this amazing space. We think it was really useful for us to be able to customize it as well. So we installed LED screens on the outside, on both sides of it. So that means that not only can we showcase our own products, but it means when we're using it in an event space, for brand activation for instance, or as a production suite, it's not just the inside, it's we're promoting our own brand or our customers' brands massively to all of the public all around, and it just creates an amazing centre of attention to attract people to it. We've worked with Expandables over a 2-year period really. We found them really, really good to work with. We wanted to do some quite different things with our trailer from Expandables. We spent quite a lot of time working with them, and they were very accommodating with what we needed. And now that we have the unit on fleet, we've had it for about a year now. We're still in regular contact with Expandable. We work with Barry there quite a bit, and they're always really good when we have any questions or when we want to do anything different. And I'm sure there'll be more projects that we're going to be working with Expandable on in the future. So prior to having our Expandable unit, one of the major reasons for us to get it was to do a roadshow, and that's where we take all of the technologies and the content and the innovation and ideas that we have at ADI. We think the best way to show that to people is to take it to them, and we've done that before with different units, and it always ends up very complex. We have a lot of people involved, a lot of vehicles, just to take that out. So what we now have with Expandable is something that we can take to our customer, and we tell them we just want 45 minutes of your time and a small space in your car park, and we come and set up, and within half an hour of arriving on site everything is set up, and it just takes a single person to do that. So that means that we can then entertain the customers in here. It's a really welcoming space, it's nice and warm, it's nice and wide, it feels like a really good space to use. We have screens and everything inside, but it means we're inviting them into our space even though it's within their own car park. So yeah, that's been the biggest thing. And then at the end of the event it's the same again. We finish talking with our customers and we retract it, unexpand it and make it smaller again, and then half an hour later we're on the road and on to the next visit. So we also use our Expandable on the event side of our business. We work with some major brands and sporting events across the UK and the world, and we've been using the Expandable in a couple of different ways for those. Sometimes it's been a production space for us when we're putting on events on big screens, and we take this space and we put all of our production suite in here and operate all of the content from here. And usually you might just have a box in the field somewhere which isn't very attractive, but we can make this part of the event as well, because the screen's on the outside of it. It means that it's an actual place for entertainment for all of the fans as well who are there, and not just for our own use. And then we also use it for brand activation. So we recently did something with NFL at Battersea in London, where this was a whole branded space for NFL and using EA Madden, and it was helping to promote that and activate that. People were coming inside and playing the games. So yeah, it was again, it's really useful and really easy for us to locate it in a spot and then to be in and out quickly, particularly in these kind of temporary use space spots where we don't have a lot of time. So what are the advantages of us having an expandable unit? Firstly, it's a really great space. The fact that it expands, that's different to everything else on the market. Usually you're kind of building up, so you're creating a really welcoming space that's a lot wider than its footprint when it arrives. Secondly, it's flexible. We've done quite a lot to our expandable, and there's a range of different options that are available from expandable, and they're always really good to work with. I think it looks great as well. It's a really good looking unit, and we know that because it packs away so quickly and easily that it's not going to get damaged. There's been a lot of thought gone into the design, and they're constantly innovating and changing and improving for the next version of product. I think the options that the different sizes and options that you have with an expandable is good. We started with a fairly small trailer which suited our needs, but I think in the future we'll probably be going for the bigger ones as well. Yeah, I think we'd consider getting a larger expandable in the future. We've already seen from using the smaller one how popular it is, how easy it is to attract people to come into it. That's quite a major part for a hospitality pod. It's a welcoming space, it's low to the ground, it's really nice. People want to come in and explore it. For bigger, better events, we'd look at bigger ones and probably look at different ways that we could put screens on in different places, because that's what we're always trying to do. Just take something new and different to the market, and working with Expandable allows us to do that. So at ADI, we've been manufacturing LED screens for about 20 years now, and it's our latest MT panel that is available in the Expandable. And these are, in previous years, it wouldn't have been very easy to install this kind of technology on such a slimline unit as this, where, with everything falling away, space is quite tight. But the new panels that we have are very slimline and very lightweight, which makes them ideal for this kind of application. The panels themselves are around 600 by 300 millimeters, so they're quite small and they don't weigh much, and they're very easy to add and replace if ever you have any problems with them, just with an Allen key. So it's very easy to maintain the screen. Should there ever be a problem, you can just quickly twist and take a panel out and put another one back in. So it makes maintenance very simple. Of course, you don't need maintenance that much, because the new generation of product are much more reliable than they used to be. So the idea is that they're very easy for the end user to use, and just expand it, turn it on, and it's ready to go. So LED screens come in a range of different sizes, and things called a pixel pitch is the main difference in an LED screen, and that's literally the size and the distance between each pixel. So if you've got a crowd that's a long way away, you have bigger pixel pitch, and if you've got someone that's very close to you, you have a very small pixel pitch. What we have in the expandable trailers is a 5mm screen. So they're really nice high resolution screens. They're great for viewing distances up to a couple of meters, and also for people who are going to be 40-50 meters away, like you would expect in a unit like this. We think it will really help Expandable's customers activate brands and partnerships and show events. You can put pretty much anything you want on the screens, whether that's a feed of a latest sports match, or whether it's your own brand logos, or whether it's a live camera. Anything that you want can go onto. So we have a really simple online signage platform that allows people to upload content and then control it whilst they're here. So it's just a case of uploading content through a web interface, and then once it's there, once you turn the screens on, the content will automatically come on, and if you want to change it, you can do it either from a touch screen within here that we can set up, or you can even just do it from your phone. Anything with an internet connection will make it change. With it as well, you can take a live feed in, so if you're at a site and you have a match on or anything that's over an HDMI cable, you can just plug it in, and then you can show that as well. So the screens are, they're all IP67 rated, so they're fully waterproof and protected from the elements, so come rain or shine they will work. You can adjust the brightness as well, so if you're in an evening you don't want the bright screen glaring at people, so you can knock that down, or likewise on a sunny day you can knock the brightness up, and all the controls are here within it.